Cutting a great trailer can be a real challenge, but it can also be a lot of fun. Remember when you were a kid and you had a plate of food in front of you, some stuff you love, and other stuff your mom makes you eat because it rounds out the meal. Now, imagine you get to throw away anything you don't love and add more of what you do. What you're left with is going to be a real treat, and the trailer's no different. All the best stuff on one plate. At Film Editing Pro, our focus is on teaching specific, detailed, step-by-step training in the art of creative editing that you can put to use right away on real projects and see real results. In the last 2 videos, we've covered a lot of information. We learned a bunch of trailer-specific editing techniques, from music to picture to sound design and style. In this 3rd video, we're going to take a behind-the-scenes look at a professional Hollywood trailer. Then, we're going to deconstruct and analyze it to gain a better understanding of exactly how everything fits together to create a finished piece. This trailer is for the 2017 action comedy film Baywatch, starring Dwayne Johnson and Zac Efron. Let's start out by watching the final 2-minute and 5-second trailer from start to finish. During this first viewing, don't worry too much about how it all works. Just relax and experience the trailer as a regular viewer would. Have a look.
Our team is the elite of the elite. We're the heart and soul of this very beach. We protect when other people don't want to protect. And we go above and beyond.
If you want me, you can have me.
Some other time.
We're staring into the abyss here. City Council's already cut our funding. It's up to us to restore the Baywatch brand.
I'm Matt Brody, ready for duty.
Do you just look at my boobs? You should look at my face.
I'm trying, but it's so close to your boobs.
Ha.
This is the guy you think is a good PR opportunity for us.
Do some shots!
He's reckless.
With 2 gold medals. How many gold medals do you have? Probably 0.
We got a dead body on our beach.
That's not our job.
My gut says there's some bad shit going on over there, and my balls say we need to check it out.
My balls say, you should just take it easy right here.
What do your balls sound like 3-year-old girls?
I don't know, man. That's just how they talk. But they're wise.
Welcome to Baywatch.
Why are you grabbing me so tight?
Why does she always look like she's running in slow-mo?
You see it too?
You turned the canals into the damn X Games.
Yeah, that's because we were in lifeguard pursuit.
There's no such thing as lifeguard pursuit. How do I explain this so that you people understand?
You people? You people?
Oh, you don't get to say that. You're just tan.
Right on.
Come on, brother.
Alright, so there it is. Now let's take a closer look at this cut. The content on this timeline is organized according to color. From the top down, we've got our video layers in brown, our dialogue in purple, our music in blue, and our sound design and sound effects in green. Act 1 begins with a dramatic misdirect open. That is, a serious section of the piece that hides the fact that it's a comedy until the rug pull moment, where the tension gets broken by a joke and the viewer realizes that it's anything but serious. The dramatic open is crafted using drum stems and various pad and bass stems, laid out in a grid surrounding some expositional character dialogue.
Our team is the elite of the elite.
Notice how the editor uses the drum beats as an opportunity to cut some of the visuals to this beat in order to add a bit of style and interest into the introduction.
Of the elite. We're the heart and soul of this very beach. We protect when other people don't want to protect.
Looking for opportunities in your music to motivate interesting picture edits is a great example of that extra bit of thought and effort it takes to give a trailer some professional polish. Also, notice how the editor used whooshes on these moments to give them a bit more emphasis. Now, at this point in the intro, the editor begins a 5-second build into the climax of this misdirect open.
And we go above and beyond.
Notice how they told a quick visual story with picture, ending with a speed ramp and a flutter cut to black.
And we go above and beyond.
Perhaps more important is how we used a variety of sound design tools to quickly build the intensity. The build started with a cymbal suck, a big hit, and a rise, which are all layered underneath the repeating drum beats of the music cue. Combined with a handful of additional sounds to specifically accent the picture, the whole section quickly builds the intensity of this dramatic open into a sudden moment of calm, where we'll see the first joke of the piece.
If you want me, you can have me.
Some other time.
This lighthearted moment is the rug pull of this particular trailer. Now, obviously, not every comedy piece is going to start with a misdirect open into a rug pull, but it's a useful editing technique to keep in your toolkit, specifically when cutting a trailer for a movie like this that's meant to be a funny parody of a more serious concept. Alright, let's keep going.
If you want me, you can have me.
Some other time.
As the girl hits the water, the editor used the motion within the frame to help land the studio logos. At the same time, a whoosh and a cymbal crash are used to bring on the first big music cue, the song Burial by Yogi and Skrillex. We're still in Act 1, and this is where we'll really start meeting the main characters and learning a bit more about their world.
Brand.
I'm Matt Brody, ready for duty.
Look how the editor, again, makes use of the beats in his music to motivate interesting picture flourishes to add style to the cut. These beats are also accented with drum hits, cut in sync with the cue, all motivated by a rise. Style flourishes like these throughout a trailer really help to break up the fire hose of information, especially during exposition-heavy sections like you'll find in an Act 1.
Restore the Baywatch brand.
I'm Matt Brody, ready for duty.
Do you just look at my boobs? You should look at my face.
I'm trying, but it's so close to your boobs.
Ha.
Notice how the editor uses another music stop-down to tee up a joke. This technique of stopping a music cue and playing a moment in the clear is meant to draw emphasis to something. It could be the punchline to a joke like we have here, or in other genres, it might be a dramatic line or a scare. Also, check out how the editor applies a bit of reverb to the last beat of the cue before the stop, and uses a swish hit to cleanly create a break in the music. Again, these are the editorial touches you'll want to add to a cut to really help it resonate with your viewer.
You should look at my face.
I'm trying, but it's so close to your boobs.
Now, the editor picks back up by cutting to a later, bigger part of the cue, and brings it on with 2 whooshes and a hit, as the character introductions and the story setup continues.
Ha.
This is the guy you think is a good PR opportunity for us.
Do some shots!
He's reckless.
You can see we've got another great style moment crafted in between the dialogue lines. This moment is particularly reliant on sound design to make it work.
Do some shots!
The trailer continues this dialogue grid of Dwayne talking negatively about Zach's character
Medals. How many gold medals do you have? Probably 0.
until we land in another music stop, with the punchline to another lighthearted moment.
How many gold medals do you have? Probably 0.
This marks the end of Act 1. The characters have been set up, the world has been established, and since this is a comedy trailer, it's all been done in the context of landing a few jokes. Act 2 begins with a new music cue, and is brought on with a swish and a hit, Our first visual in this act is a pedigree card, pointing out that the director also directed the film Horrible Bosses.
We got a dead body on our beach.
That's not our job.
The complications of the plot are explained a bit more, and everything leads into another joke.
Just take it easy right here.
What do your balls sound like 3-year-old girls?
I don't know, man. That's just how they talk. But they're wise.
Played out in the clear after a music stop.
Take it easy right here.
What do your balls sound like 3-year-old girls?
I don't know, man. That's just how they talk. But they're wise.
An important thing to note is that the storytelling throughout a trailer should be structured in a way that it creates opportunities to highlight key moments from the film. In this example, since it's a comedy trailer, our character introductions, plot summary, and conflict development lines all serve to lead us into different jokes from the film. This keeps the piece from simply feeling like a constant stream of information. As we enter Act 3 of the trailer, something to note is that the editor uses a short musical pickup to kick off the big lyrical section of the music cue. To bring on the pickup and transition into the larger part of the cue, the editor uses a bit of sound design. A suckback, a swish, a cymbal hit, and a drum hit. We've got a quick kickoff line from a main character, and we're off to the races in Act 3 with big music, fun montages, and the freedom to play out just about any joke we want, since now not everything has to make complete logical sense.
Wise.
Welcome to Baywatch.
Throughout the third act of many trailers, you should look for opportunities to build rhythmic moments in sync with the music cue. Notice here how the editor used a jet ski sound, gunshots, hits, and swishes to accent a montage and create a very rhythmic and satisfying sequence of shots and sounds.
Why are you grabbing me so tight?
Why does she always look like she's running?
These are the types of moments that people are naturally drawn to, and you should look for every opportunity to create them. As the energy in Act 3 builds to a climax, the editor uses rises and layered hits, like we saw in video 2, to help the music feel even bigger when it reaches its peak. You'll notice that he saved some of the biggest shots to use in this final montage to help it go out on a really powerful moment. In a drama, these would be your most emotional lines and shots. In a suspenseful piece, it would be your best scare. You get the point. After the peak, the editor cuts the music back to a mid-tempo section of the song's instrumental version to play underneath the setup of our final moment in the trailer. In the case of this comedy, it's going to be our biggest joke.
You turned the canals into the damn X Games.
Yeah, that's because we were in lifeguard pursuit.
There's no such thing as lifeguard pursuit. How do I explain this so that you people understand?
You people? You people?
Oh, you don't get to say that. You're just tan.
Right on.
Come on, brother.
The editor strategically places the music stop in a location that will draw the viewer's attention to the punchline. Typically, this location is right before the punchline is delivered.
You people? You people?
Oh, you don't get to say that. You're just tan.
Right on.
Come on, brother.
To end the piece, a brief, recognizable section of the music cue is brought back on, with a swish and a hit as the main title lands. And to keep things edited crisply and cleanly, the final date card is landed on a downbeat of the music with a final hit, as the last note rings out. Now, that's a pretty detailed look at how this particular comedy trailer was put together. But what about drama, action, horror, and suspense? And how do you actually use these techniques when starting out on a blank timeline? With the right set of skills, you'll be able to take just about anything and cut together a trailer that makes people go, wow. The handful of lessons in this short series are only a small taste of a much larger training package. In a couple days, we'll be sending you an email with a chance to join a cutting-edge training program that's going to walk you step by step through the art of trailer editing. This online course contains over 40 video lessons from every single genre, a huge library of trailer sound design and music, and downloadable practice footage to cut your own trailer with us, step by step. Now, enrollment for this course is only going to be open for a few days to keep the group small, so we can give each student the individual attention they need. If you're ready to take your skills to a higher level and immerse yourself in the art of trailer editing with some of the world's best editors, we invite you to join us in this unique opportunity. Enrollment opens this Wednesday at 7 a.m. Pacific Time. I'll be sending you an email with all the details.